But who will be the hero to lead the rebellion? Of course, the prince. It is time you saw what your kingdom is truly like. The age of industry has come to Albion. Though some call it the age of oppression. When freedom is nothing but a dream, it's time to make a stand. To lead a rebellion. To be a hero. Welcome to the city of the downtrodden. Where those who dare to speak out are punished. And those who dare to hope find nothing to hope for. True rebels fight against all odds. True rebels never give up. Yet they cannot triumph alone. The uprising has begun. But who will lead the revolution?
What a dreadfully sorry sight. Such a beautiful day to waste in bed, don't you agree?
What? Oh, go away, Jasper.
Now, that is hardly the response of a prince. I'm afraid it is time to rise. With your permission, I shall wake your sleeping companion. Ah, yes, one's heart soars before such regal bearing. I trust you both slept well. You have a busy day ahead.
Come on, boy. If I have to get up, so do you.
It's not going to work. Don't look at me like that. Oh, very well. Good dog. What a pair. The kingdom is doomed. Now, sir, if you will follow me, perhaps we can find some appropriate clothing for today's activities. Lady Elise is most eager to speak to you this morning and is waiting for you in the garden. No doubt you will wish to look your best for your young friend. I have taken the liberty of arranging 2 suitable outfits, if you would care to choose. An exquisite ensemble, if I may say so. Lady Elise is sure to find you most dashing in it. Ah, splendid choice. I'm sure Lady Elise will approve. Perhaps you ought to make your way to her now. And I would recommend avoiding your brother today. King Logan is rumored to be in an ill temper. Have a good day, sir.
Will do. Bye, Jasper.
My prince? Yes, sir.
Oh, lovely to meet you. Ta-da!
Very nice to meet
How do you do?
Anybody?
Oh.
And what? Yo! Oh, nice. Nice. Like it.
Prince.
Greetings, Prince.
I trust you well, sir.
Being related to the king ought to put a smile on anyone's face.
Being low on gold is... Very nice. Okay, time to move on, I think. The Lady Anne...
Hello, Prince. I see you have returned.
Greetings, sir. Oh, lovely to meet you. Yeah? Oh, yeah. Hey!
It's not very often we soldiers have a good reason. Cheers, mate.
Oh, how are you, my prince?
My lord.
Oh, brave.
How's that?
Not bad, not bad. I suppose you'll do. I thought you'd never get up. Did Jasper tell you I wanted to speak to you?
Yes. Did something happen?
I'm not sure, but everyone in the castle seems to be upset with your brother. More than usual. And it's even worse down in the city. You hear such terrible stories. Listen, they say a factory worker was executed this morning. I'm sure it's only a rumor, but you can imagine how people are talking. The staff in the castle are anxious. I told them you'd speak to them. Will you do that? I'm afraid of what might happen if someone doesn't calm things down.
If you think it will help.
I do. They may fear the king, but they still care for their prince. So, my good prince. Good. Now let's go. I can't believe your brother could have had a worker executed. But sometimes I think, well, that there's something wrong with him. He's changed so much. And he looks so tired all the time.
At your service.
I told Sir Walter about the speech. He'll be there to support you. I don't know what this place would be like without him. I'm sure he'll want to continue with your instruction today. He seems obsessed with combat training lately.
How good to see you, sir.
Well, I heard all he did was stand up for one of the kids working in the factory.
Who knows where it ends? Next thing you know, it's one of us that's...
Quit your gossiping now. Straighten those clothes. Welcome, Your Majesty. Such an honor to have you here today. The staff are convened to hear your words. Whenever you're ready.
You have all been through some difficult times. And the king has been too preoccupied to treat you as he should. But I ask you all to ignore any wild rumors you hear. I promise to speak with my brother about improving conditions for both you and your families outside the castle. Thank you.
You call that a royal speech? You didn't shout, you didn't threaten, and you were far too reasonable. It was bloody marvelous. Right then, ready for today's training?
Take good care of him, Walter.
I suppose you've heard the rumors then? Well, I'm afraid they're quite true. Who knows what your brother will do next? In the meantime, the mood in the castle is getting more uneasy by the day. A lot of people to see your brother today. Poor sods.
Sir Walter, what a stroke of luck. Would you be so kind as to sign my petition? We must fight to eradicate poverty in Albion. Too many suffer on our streets, and the king does nothing. He must be made to care.
Oh, very well, but I'm just an old soldier. I doubt my name would mean anything. But perhaps the prince here would care to help you out.
Oh, that would be wonderful, Your Majesty. Well, it would be the greatest honor.
Have you seen his elite soldiers? What are they hiding under those masks?
I'd be happy to sign.
Thank you, my good prince. Your support will make all the difference, I'm certain of it.
If anything happens to me...
That was a courageous move. I doubt it would make much of a difference, but perhaps your brother will finally realize that you have a mind of your own. Let's see you put it to good use in the combat room. Come on! You have made good progress these past few weeks. Fight! Again! Do you remember the stories I tell you when you were a child? Of your father, the great hero king? You'd never get tired of hearing those stories. And after each one, do you remember what you would say?
Teach me how to be a hero!
Every single time. I wish that was something an old soldier like me could teach you. But I've done my best. Now I need you to do your best. Strike me. What are you afraid of? Hit me. Come on. Strike me as hard as you can. Ha-ha! You only went and broke it. Look at that. Am I a great teacher or what? But listen. There's something...
Walter! You have to come quickly! Both of you!
What's happened?
Outside the castle. It looks like a demonstration.
This is not good.
They're right inside the castle grounds.
They must be in the war room.
Then let's get there before anyone sees us. There's only one decision you can make. It has to be me.
Please, we didn't mean anyone any harm.
It should be me. Don't do this. It should be me.
The girl lives. Kill the rest now.
Please.
Move!
No!
I will never forgive you for this.
Good. Then you will never forget it.
You mustn't blame yourself, sir. I don't think any of us realized just how far he'd fallen into madness.
I have to do something. I can't just stay here.
You're not. We leave the castle tonight. This kingdom needs nothing less than a revolution. It needs a new leader. It needs a hero. It's time to see if you're ready.
Ready for what?
To be your father's son.
Very good. I will pack some essentials.
There's no time. We take nothing.
Not even pajamas?
Come on. We must leave now.
Don't worry, sir. I shall follow you wherever.
I should have done something in the throne.
All you would have accomplished would have been a day.
Still, maybe I should have taken you away sooner.
What about Elise? We can't leave her here.
Don't worry. She's safe. And she can take care of herself.
There is something rather sinister about this garden at night. I rather think we should leave now.
It's time we paid our respects to Albion's last hero.
I never thought I'd enter this place again.
You should have known better. The night your father died, I promised him I would bring you here one day, when you were old enough and strong enough. This is your history. This is your legacy. The world has been too long without a hero, but I'm hoping that it will have one soon. This is your father's most treasured possession, the Guild Seal. It chooses those who have the power inside them, those who have the potential to become legends. Take it.
Is something supposed to happen?
Who are you?
I am Teresa, the seer of the spire. I guided your father in his greatest triumph. But you have an even greater destiny ahead of you. The seal awoke at your touch, as it would at no one else's. This means the fate of Albion rests on your shoulders. Before you lies the path you were born to take. And at its end is the kingdom you were born to rule. Like all heroes, you will face many trials, but you cannot pass through these gates alone. You will need to gather followers and gain the support of the people. For now, you have the support of two friends. Jasper, who will serve you always, and Sir Walter Beck, who will be your greatest ally. Together you have already taken the first step in your journey. Walk through the gate and claim your reward. The gauntlet will channel the magic within you. Use it by the tomb in the mausoleum, and the way out of the castle will open for you. You will return here when you have gathered enough followers to reach the next gate. Now go. Walter and Jasper will follow wherever you lead. And one day, perhaps the rest of Albion will do so too.
Do you feel any different?
I don't know.
Try casting a spell. That's supposed to be our only way of getting out of here.
You might have mentioned that earlier. I never doubted it for a second.
Somewhat narrow, isn't it? Dark, too.
You never did care for confined spaces, did you, Sir Walter?
I never did care for being poked in the eye and having my head chopped off. What of it?
Oh dear, I seem to have struck a nerve.
How about if I strike a butler on the bounce? Like it. Grand, spacious, a plentiful supply of oxygen. Just the way a castle's escape route should be.
I hesitate to ask, but what is our plan? Other than leaving the castle far behind us, which I wholly approve of, obviously.
It's simple. We have to stop Logan.
How am I supposed to do that? Even if I am a hero, I'm just one person.
Exactly. That is why you need to find allies. And lots of them. Once you prove what you are, people will follow you. And many of them will be willing to fight. But they need a leader. Someone to believe in. Albion needs nothing less than a revolution.
Take cover!
Well done. This is your chance to show what you want. Excellent! Did you see that, Jasper? Did you see it?
Indeed. Your father would have
Well,
been
I know
proud.
I am. Come on. And I'm proud of you too, old friend. I've never seen a man cower with such grace.
It is merely a matter of hygiene. Bats are filthy creatures.
Anyway, I think we've just seen the first proof of what you can do. You are the hero who can lead this land in a revolution. Bats are just the beginning. More bats! Get ready to master magic!
Another impressive display, sir. To think, this morning my job consisted of laying out clothes for work. Now I'm a midnight snack for bats.
You might want to cover your noses from here on. It's the Bowerstone sewers. Or you might want to cover your eyes, too, well. More bats! I'm going to exterminate more bats! Well, you've certainly got the hang of that spell. Shall we proceed?
Ugh, what an unusual stench. I dare say we must be somewhere beneath Bowerstone Industrial.
Very likely. Not the safest place for us right now. But we should be able to find a way out of the city once we reach the surface.
It appears to be a dead end.
Not quite.
What is that?
I'm pretty sure it's a Cullis Gate. Magical transportation system for heroes.
What is this place?
You know, it must be. It is. It's your father's sanctuary. He used to speak of it, but I never thought it was a real place. Well, I don't believe it. Jasper, this book. There's a note with your name on it. Look.
That's not possible. For Jasper? Well, I grant you it is possible, but it must be a coincidence.
Oh, don't be a dolt. The old king must have left it here for you. What's it called?
The Book of Heroes. How extraordinary.
Does it tell us how to get out?
This really is most remarkable. Everything that we could possibly want to know about heroes and this place is right here in these pages.
Круто.
This map functions as a traveling mechanism. Simply choose where you want to go and, well, it should take you there.
Marvelous. Right. We can use that. We'll have plenty of time to explore this place later. Right now, we have a rather large task ahead of us.
But I don't even know where to start.
Our first stop will be the mountains of Mistpeak. There are people there who would make great allies. They won't offer their allegiance easily, but they despise Logan. And if anyone can persuade them, it's a hero.
Very good. I will continue to become acquainted with this sanctuary. No doubt we will need to make full use of its facilities.
Right, all right then. Find Mistpeak on the map and let's see if that book's telling us the truth.
Now, that looks like the dweller camp in Mistpeak, just there. Select that as your destination.
It worked! Oh, I'd forgotten how bloody cold it is up here. Come on. The people here call themselves dwellers. They're loyal. And like I told you earlier, they hate Logan's guts. Yep, it may not look like much, but this is where the revolution begins. This is what Logan has reduced them to. He's taken control of these mountains and started destroying its forests. I knew they'd have a hard time finding food,
so cold
but I
here.
had no idea it was this bad.
I'll trade you my doll for some food. She's really good, honest.
You've come from
Her
the
name's
city,
Sadie.
from Bowerstone,
The
haven't
man we
you?
need to convince
You must
is
have some
Sabine,
food.
a proud old sod, but a good man and a good leader. He won't give his allegiance easily, especially to a prince. Perhaps it's best if I speak to him alone first. You know, maybe you ought to find some new clothes while I talk to Sabine. Something slightly less princely. We don't need this kind of attention. I only have a little bit of gold, but it should be enough, and maybe you can spread what's left among the people. They need it more than we do.
Where can I find clothes?
Oh, don't worry. You'll find someone willing to take that money off you. Now, wish me good luck.
You think Sabine's got a plan to get us out of this? Please, you must have something. My tummy hurts so bad.
Hello. So good to have... No one's bought anything for 8.
Hello, sir. This is Jasper.
It's all Logan's
hello?
fault.
Is this how you... Ah, hello. Now, included in the sanctuary is a dressing room. Step through and I'll show you.
Давай, издевайтесь.
I believe the dressing room will be to your liking. I've taken the liberty of laying out your clothes on these mannequins, which should serve as convenient storage for any garments you acquired during your travel. There you are. You look just like a dweller. I hope this new outfit is as comfortable as your royal attire, though I suspect the chances of that are quite low. Now that you are properly attired, you should return to Sir Walter. It is time to meet this Sabine that we've heard so much about. A reliable way to gather a few followers is by simply interacting with people. Try it. I'm sure you'll make an impression.
I feel so weak. This is the most generous...
That's more like it. The scruffy look suits you. I've spoken to Sabine, explained everything, and he's, well... I told you he'd take some convincing. Come on.
Ooh.
Out of the way, Boulder.
I can't see a thing.
So royalty walks into our home. A prince, no less. You're a long mile from the castle, Prince. What do you think of our home, then? Do you like what your brother has done to us?
It's nice to see Sabine hasn't mellowed with age. But anyway, I know the place he mentioned. Your father built the chamber under the Bright Wall Academy, Albion's greatest seat of learning. At least it was, until Logan closed it down. Just show the old librarian your guild seal. You'll know what it means. I'll try to find out more about these mercenaries. I'll see you in Brightwall when I have some information. It makes a nice change, doing something useful.
This chamber beneath Brightwall sounds intriguing. I'd heard rumors, of course, but none other than heroes have lived to speak of it. You must take care once you are inside. When someone has given you a gift, I will keep it for you here until you wish. I hope everything is in order. Permit me to say that you look rather impressive. Feel free to change the color of your clothes or hair.
Гагат. Apple of Help. Сексуальных контактов. Ноль.
I see you're approaching Brightwall, a most charming little hamlet. And a perfect opportunity to acquaint yourself with the fine, honest people of this kingdom, far from the bustle of the city and the factory smoke. Of course, a less charitable mind would term them simpletons, but I encourage you to shop in their stores, drink in their taverns, and otherwise partake in their small-town pleasures.
The library is closed by order of the king. We don't serve drinks, we don't sell chicken feed. Please leave before the soldiers suspect you of gaining any real knowledge. Oh, sweet papyrus! A real visitor! I'm afraid I was speaking the truth. King Logan has closed the academy. I'm little more than a custodian these days. By the bookmark! The Guild Seal! I haven't seen it since the old hero king last came here. Oh, then you are...
The prince, yes.
Oh, my. Please, come this way. Your father told me that one day a challenger bearing the seal would come seeking entrance to the reliquary, but I never imagined it would happen in my lifetime. It was he who founded the academy, of course. I have often wondered how he would react to see it in its present state. Here we are. I can't tell you how many of our researchers and professors have studied this door, hoping to unlock its mechanism. But I knew there was only one thing that would ever open it.
Ah, hello, Jasper here. I believe that amazing device is what is known as a flit switch. However, on the subject of amazing things, you will not believe what I have just found in the sanctuary. You should come back as soon as you possibly can. This sanctuary contains an armory, within which there are some truly remarkable weapons, heroic weapons, which your father left for you. This way, please. Now, admittedly, these weapons don't appear particularly impressive yet. However, according to the book, they actually change as you use them, becoming more deadly. That sword is certain to cut a swathe through your foes, and depending on whom you kill and how, it will grow ever more powerful. Well, now that you have a proper weapon, you should return to the chambers underneath Brightwall Academy. Ah, yes, the flit switch. Now, the way you activate these is by hitting them. Your new weapon should serve that purpose ably.
So, this is how it ends. I steal the blueprints for the dungeon from the architect who built it. Find the secret entrance on the other side of Mistpeak. Almost get killed by several hollow men. Stub my toe against a rock so that it really hurts when I walk. And now this. I know there's a great treasure in here somewhere. And I know it has something to do with these braziers. I just don't know what. But I'm not leaving until I solve this riddle.
Ah, hello. Yes, you'll recall that I mentioned that flit switches require a knock from a melee weapon. Well, it seems that was only partially correct. According to the book, only blue switches require melee weapons. The red variety requires magic, and to activate yellow switches, you must shoot them with a firearm. Fortunately, that section of the book also indicated where some firearms were located, and these weapons, well, they must be seen to be believed. Please. Ah, so the weapons in question were also left for you by your father. They are in the armory. Any other business to attend to? The rifle is the perfect instrument for engaging. The rifle! Marvelous! No one's going to get close to you if you don't.
Step into the light. There is much you need to know. Congratulations, hero. Touching the guild seal was an indication of what you could become. Reaching the music box has proven what you already are. No one but a hero could have done it. You have begun to learn what powers you possess, and there is still greater potential within you. But you have only taken the first step in your journey. Albion is crying out for a revolution, and for someone to lead it. Winning supporters to your cause will be hard. Leading them against Logan will be an even greater challenge. But it's one you must accomplish.
I'll make him pay for what he did.
This is not a matter of personal vengeance. As long as your brother sits on the throne, Albion is in great danger. Open the music box. It will show you the truth.
This is my Albion. Its cities will bow to my law, or they will burn.
If any part of you still doubted the necessity of a revolution, you have your answer. The kingdom will face its own annihilation under your brother's rule. Now, do whatever you must to gain your first ally, for you cannot lead a rebellion without followers. Sabine is a good man, and his people are strong.
Blessed index cards. You made it. This is cause for great rejoicing. Albion has a hero again. If ever I can be of assistance, I will be honored to serve you.
I knew you would succeed, sir. You now have proof positive of your heroic status. And I believe Walter has made some progress with the mercenary problem. He is waiting for you outside the local tavern.
I like the idea of adventure. It's just I have a bad back. Way!
All I need is some money for food and booze.
Solid. That's it.
Lovely to meet you.
You're a nice enough sort of person.
Congratulations!
On the count of three.
Getting out among
shall we
people
dance?
is off.
Yes.
Remember that interacting with the citizens
Just do this
of
for me, and I'll be
is
your
generally
friend,
a
okay?
reliable
I'll
way
even
to
say
gain
I
followers.
like you and everything. Great, and don't sell it or something when you get your hands on it.
Anything is much appreciated.
If the sale that's on near here was bigger, I might be interested. Oh, found it yet? Have you? You won't find anything better in all of Brightwall than the stuff I'm selling right here.
A gift for that someone special?
Be dazzling brilliant. All right, but then I hardly know you.
Wow.
All right,
I'm spellbound by that. Oh, yes!
Yeah.
Whatever you've got, I'm happy to take.
Oh, yes!
All right.
Yes! Wah-hey! Wah-hey! Yeah!
Rock
Yay!
bottom prices for rock bottom time.
Very good.
Finest products in Brightwall available here.
Hooray!
Come on, people. You know you want to spend. I'll end up on the street otherwise.
Haven't you ever needed a bit of help?
Some of the shops are starting to run low on stock. Have a look around.
All right then, thanks.
Smells delicious. Ooh, might have that for pudding tonight.
Guaranteed.
Best establishments
Only
in
way to get
Brightwall.
people to spend these days.
You handle that dough like an artist.
A gift for that someone special?
You handle that dough like an artist.
Love of all, you old sacred!
You've amassed enough money to buy a house. Houses are excellent investments. Besides, You'll need somewhere to live if you meet that special someone.
Begging's a bit undignified. You ought to be in school.
You look familiar. Some fancy hardware you got there. You are very charitable. Thank you so much.
Quite a jump you gave me.
Bit of a shortage on certain goods near here. Yay!
Best products in Brightwall.
Superb stuff.
Yeah.
The more you spend, the better goods I can afford to stock. Fancy a refreshing drink?
I'll be your true pal if you give me a... There's this package, see? Gotta go to this friend of mine. I'd be obliged if you took it for me. Great. Deliver it and then come back to see me when you're done.
How curious that Sir Walter should have chosen a tavern as your rendezvous point.
Tired of your old clothes? Buy some new ones.
I'll wring his neck. I feel so weak. I feel so weak. You think Sabine's got a plan to get us out of this?
Sabine's history of the Dweller tribe has dictated to Boulder, secretary, bodyguard, and comrade. Very well. Boulder, I want you to write down everything I say. Now, these fellows at the Wall Academy have asked for a full and proper history of our tribe to sit proudly on their learned shelves. This is important, you know. Write down every word as true as spoken. Honored scholars and professors, I am Sabine, the dweller of... I'll start again, Lord. Honored scholars and professors and such. I am Sabine, elder of the dweller. I shall begin here with my people with, wait, Boulder, wait, let me light my pipe. I can't open up my pipe. Boulder, have you got everything so far, Boulder? Good. Now. Where was I? Ah, yes. history of our tribe is the history of these mountains. For we were wanderers for many a year before we found a home. And we were not truly ourselves before the Valley of Mist Peak sang its welcome song. These ancient rocks, these noble trees, this honest soil, are as much a part of the Dweller tribe as the children who play in the valley's snow, or the men and women who hunt in its forests. Have you got enough ink in there, my lad? Huh? Have you got enough ink there, my lad? There must be facts sufficient to fill a book by now.
About time.
I best hurry
I've
to
been
the
waiting
end.
on that forever.
So, in conclusion, it's freezing, and it's tough, and it's beautiful. And what better way to describe the life of a dweller than that?
We're low on stock, so I'll give you a bit extra for certain items.
No fine.
You dropped it off? Nice. Right then, we're mates from now on.
Congratulations, you've made a friend. In addition to being jolly good company, friends can give each other gifts and even discounts at shops that they own.
Hooray! That was great. There you are. Please give generously. Not bad. Got potential. There ought to be a law.
Think I overdid it last night.
Off somewhere exciting then?
Rock bottom prices for rock bottom times.
Fill up your belly with our food stuff.
You were successful then. Bloody marvelous. You'll be glad to know I have some information on the mercenaries Sabine mentioned. They're led by a man called Saker. He used to be a soldier, but always had more in common with bandits and cutthroats than the military. His men are holed up in a small fortress in the mountains, so it won't be easy to get in. But I have a plan. Come with me.
I haven't seen business.
One of the mercenaries. A cold-blooded killer. His name's Clarence, but everybody calls him Jimmy. He was drinking in the pub all day and generally making life unpleasant for everyone. It wasn't hard to get him completely pickled. These young thugs. Bloody lightweights, if you ask me. Anyway, take his clothes and you'll have a free pass into their camp. Just try not to think about what those stains might be. You're not likely to convince anyone without a bit of extra effort. Even these idiots will notice if you don't have his beard or... tattoos. I'm sure you can get hold of what you need around town, though. In the meantime, I'll find out who to talk to about getting food to the dwellers. They might not have much to spare here, but they're kind people. They'll just need a little convincing. Anyway, good luck dealing with Saker and his mercenaries. It'll be your first taste of real battle. But I know you'll do just fine.
You appear to have earned enough gold to purchase the rather repulsive items you require to complete your mercenary disguise. A most impressive feat for a member of the royal family. Of course, should you have acquired a taste for labor, You may continue working for as long as you wish.
All the members of my party have spiky
I bet you never
hair.
have to use maths, do you?
Hide those moles and look like a doll without makeup. We have some new things in stock you might like. You're paying top gold for top...
You've got a new tattoo design available if you're feeling under-adorned. An excellent choice of tattoos, although I'm hardly an expert on the matter, but still, you have my admittedly ill-informed...
Some of the shops are starting to run low on stock. Very, very nice. What are you looking for? Yeah, it may be expensive, but it's worth every ounce.
You have a new facial hairstyle.